You already know what it is. I love it. I love it. We back at it again. Your favorite podcast. You already know what it is. Favorite, funnest, the funniest, the funnerest.
Funnest.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we had great topics and great conversations. Welcome back to another episode of the Static Flow Podcast. And this is episode number
16, right?
No.
Yes, it is.
17. We are at episode 17. You see this, y'all? You see why we go through
I thought I was
this?
right, too. I came in confident.
Yes, we're at number 17. Matter of fact, let me check it to make sure.
See, you
but
don't
I
even
think
know. You're trying to
We're at 17.
discredit me, and then
We're
you
at 17.
You don't even know.
We are at 17. If I had to bet your foot on it, that
Why
we
you
are
wanna bet
at
my foot?
episode number 17.
Well,
So
if
let's.
you numbered them like I asked you to, then I wouldn't have such a hard time.
All right, listen, guys. What had happened was. All right. Yes, this is episode. Oh.
Baby, what are you doing?
My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm on YouTube.
I know, but it is not that important to go figure that
It's
out.
all
Come
good.
on.
We're gonna do this today. We're gonna figure this out
That's
today.
ridiculous.
All right, yes, y'all. We are at episode number 17.
Thank you.
That's where we are right now. Episode number 17. Thank you guys for tuning in. There we are right there. Look at that. That's us right there on episode number 16.
Oh my God. Listen, do you want me to take over your first part of the show?
Go.
Because this is stupid. Come on, let's go.
Hey, man. Hey, we keep it raw and real up here. We keep it raw and real.
Nobody wants to look at you, be on your phone looking for the number.
Hey, man, that's what they're here for.
Not to look
y'all
at you
tell
on
them,
the phone.
Tell them what
All
y'all
right,
here
listen,
for.
I'm your co-host, Tika. That's Derek, a.k.a. whatever the shit that he be saying is going to appear on the bottom of the screen. Boom. All right.
Hey, yo, listen, that was the wackest and most just from now on I'll do it.
You all, come on, get right. Let's go.
Hey, I'm chilling right now. All right, Static Flow Podcast. Welcome you guys, and yes, y'all know who I am, aka there it is, and this is my super rush. Dry
being
ass
rushed. Let's go.
host sometimes. You know what I'm saying? She's like that too. And she's like that in real life. And that's why we have that. That's why
Very
that's
concise.
actually why this is called Static and Flow.
I like to get to the point of thing. He like to dilly that you take too long.
Now
Let's
she's
go.
lying.
Let's
She's
finish.
lying.
Let's
She's
do
lying
it
on
and be
herself too,
finished.
because when it's time to go to the restaurant and we got 8:00 reservations, she likes to dilly dally, and we always late when we got to go to the movies, when we got to go get something to eat. So she likes to dilly dally.
Those are trivial things. I'm talking
doesn't
about
matter.
making decisions
That's still
and moving on.
I was making a decision. I made a decision to get on my phone, make sure we had the right number on the pod. This is why we had this podcast. I made a decision to get on my phone and see what it was.
Listen,
That's what I did.
Tell these people where they can check us out so we can get started.
All right, y'all. Well, next week, y'all probably can check her out on another. But no, y'all check us out at The Static Flow Podcast on Instagram, The Static Flow Podcast on Facebook, and on YouTube, which I was so trying to look at just then to make sure that we was doing the right episode, because somebody else keeps forgetting they got one job when the show come on. It's to say the name of the episode.
Well, if you so damn good, you're
Static
supposed to know
Flow
it anyway.
Podcast on YouTube. You can subscribe and everything. Next week, know your damn number, since we want to be precise and all this snip snappity snip. Okay?
You ready to get it off your chest?
Yes.
My first
I
topic.
got something to get off my chest.
first topic is, why do you get on my nerves? So annoying.
Oh my God.
All right, for real though. First topic, get it off your chest. We want to talk about Keyshia Cole and Ashanti. I'm super excited about
Right.
the verses.
Right.
Some people been talking ish like, nobody want to see that, but yo, they had some joints
They
back
had
in the
some records.
2000s. Like you,
They had some records,
It's gonna
man.
be good.
You know
I'm
what
excited.
I'm saying? I mean, they're getting some of the. I guess because when people think about female R&B singers, their mind automatically go to the top tier. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they contributed to that 90s,
Listen.
2000s era. And gave us some records.
do they have the best voice? No,
You know
but
what I'm
did they
saying?
have like some good joints that you
Yeah.
go back to?
Yeah, man. So who you got?
And I got Keyshia Cole, of course. Come
You
on
got
now.
Keyshia? Yeah, I got Keyshia winning in this one. I mean, even though we know it's a celebration of the music.
It's not really a win or lose,
But, you know, you can't help but talk about the hit records.
yeah,
Like
Keyshia got them joints.
when
okay?
you go ballad hit records, Keyshia is definitely sticking out from Ashanti. I think
Yeah.
most. I don't know if Ashanti even has ballads.
That's what we talked
she
about,
has
like
R&B records. Like
she don't have no real ballad where she really singing.
Yeah, she had The Way That I Love You, but I don't know how that was going to play out. I don't know how that's going to play out in the battle. When you think about Keyshia Cole, Trust and Believe,
Love,
I Should Have Cheated.
All that.
You know, when you think about that, you know, because let's not get it twisted. Like now, Keyshia, if you separate her and don't get it twisted, Ashanti, that's the homie. She's in the top 10.
Yeah, first of all, we're not talking about looks. Get focused. Let's go.
But vocally, Keyshia Cole can sing. She's not at the top, but you definitely can put her up there. You can definitely put her in the conversation.
And she definitely sings better than Ashanti.
Yes. Now that is no question. Ashanti is cool, you know, mad love. But
and Ashanti got some joints. I like Baby. That's my joint.
Come on, Baby.
That's
Foolish. You know, and then the joint she was on with Ja, you know, so I don't know how that battle's going to play out. Are they going to let her features from Ja Rule, Mesmerize be on there, Down for You?
Yeah.
Are those records going to be playable for her on there? And then are they going to let her play records that she wrote for other people like J-Lo, because I'm Real, you know, because that's a record that she wrote.
She did do that.
So I don't know, you know, how Swiss and Tim want to do that and play that out. But I definitely got Keyshia smashing out with her ballad hits. Like her joints really stuck, especially with the ladies.
Put it in the comments. I'm just curious.
Who y'all got right now? Drop it in the comment right now. Who you got? You got Keyshia or you got Ashanti? Who you got right now?
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a dope what? How long they be going? 2 hours, hour, two, something
like
that?
Well,
I
don't think there's gonna be that.
Stop. They have
they
20 songs. Well, I know Keyshia Cole can do 20 songs.
Yeah, but think about it. Other artists went past 20. They went longer. Like Jeezy and Gucci, they 25 records. They went 25, 26 records. So, you know, but it's cool. They can squeeze out 20. I think they can squeeze out 20 and it'll be all right. You know, and I'm still waiting on that Escape and SWV. Come on, Swiss, make that happen.
Right. That's gonna be
since we talking verses too.
We talked about this. Don't add stuff to my business. What?
Bow Wow and Soulja Boy are talking about the verses right now. So.
Well, that's one I'm not gonna be able. I have zero interest in. I feel like that's like the generation like right behind me.
Right.
Because that's neither one of them.
I gotta watch it for the culture, just because.
Well, you tell me how it is,
because Soulja Boy, no matter what people want to say, is iconic, and he changed the game.
He did the whole media thing.
You gotta give him his props.
Traditional route. Yeah, he did.
You gotta
but
give
I don't
want
to watch any of that.
He was a game changer, so I will watch it just based on just rapping for the culture, just to watch the verses. But excited about that, so we'll see. We'll talk about it again next week once the battle is over.
All right. What else we want to talk about? The COVID shutdowns. I know y'all so tired of hearing COVID.
19.
I know.
19.
I'm tired of it too.
19.
But so y'all know it's wintertime, it's flu season, cases are rising, and I know y'all hear it every day on the news. And so most states are putting out new restrictions.
New restrictions, new shutdowns.
So DC, effective December 14th.
Right.
Restaurants are going to have to go 50% half capacity.
Right. But when they
churches
already?
And stuff 50%. They said retail establishments they can open, but pretty much everything gonna be at half capacity in DC.
So DC went full capacity before this. Before the 14th, they were doing everything.
I don't know. Y'all in DC, let me know. But I don't know. I just know that effective December 14th.
On the 14th is half. Because when they say half, that make me think that DC been booming.
They may have been in phase 3. I don't know.
Y'all 3 in it? What day?
I don't know.
Somebody shoot us a DM.
Stop. But North Carolina, you know, Roy Cooper and them. So they doing another modified stay at home during effective December 11th.
Right.
What's the 11th? Friday.
No, it starts this Friday. So starts this Friday.
So y'all. Everybody got to stay home between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Mm-hmm. The exceptions, of course, are people who work, food, medical care,
gas stations,
things you do,
things like that.
What else did it say? Restaurants can continue to do takeout after 10.
Okay.
Alcohol service for on-premises alcohol services is prohibited between 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. So y'all ain't getting no drinks and no restaurants after 9 or
gotta
no
hit
bars
the ABC store.
Or none of that
Gotta hit the ABC store. Gotta catch the ABC store. Before they close at 10. Got to catch the ABC store before they close at 10.
Then they going back to the cap of 10 people. So you can't be more than 10 people.
In what?
In the gatherings. Gathering restrictions. Indoor gatherings are capped at 10
people.
And then social distancing obviously got to be practiced. And then the order, it says it's going to last till January 8th.
Is it? Mm-hmm. It's till January 8th?
So that's almost like a month.
Damn.
So what you feel about that? Like, you feel like shutdowns are necessary right now? You think it's supposed to what?
I didn't know the 8th, but Let me just say this. Everybody know we should have had a super restriction when it first started.
Yep.
That way the numbers would have never got to where they were.
Yep.
They would have been more controllable.
Yep.
And it would have been in time enough for the vaccine to come out. But we didn't do that. So since we didn't take that route, let's talk about what's happening right now. As of right now, is this needed? Yes, because a lot of people, some people I see on my timeline, and it's to each his own.
No, it ain't.
To each his own.
Not
Joke about COVID. I mean, your life is your life. However you want to live, and how you want to put yourself at risk. That's on you.
But the thing is that you can give it to other people.
True that. All right, but we can't control everybody. So let's do your thing. But
no, don't do your thing.
Like I was saying, man, like you totally done threw my thought off when you cut me off right there.
But some people be partying. I think that's what you was going. Some people be carrying on like
people
it's
are
regular.
People out here partying, doing things, and having mass gatherings and stuff like that. And I get it. I'm a radio personality. I was doing a lot of club event stuff, but I can truly say since March, when the pandemic kicked in, I haven't done any events of that such of a sort. What can I say?
It's because of me.
But and it's because of a couple of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? If people want to have those events and want my support, getting the word out there, of course I'll help you. Of course I'll put it out there. Yeah, for a fee. Yes, just like that. I gotta eat too. But I know the importance of it, of me staying at home and the concern I have for my family. So I can't speak for everybody else's. How they feel about their family and their people and where they put, to each his own with that. But yeah, I hope that everybody with this one right here, and because it's the holidays, it's a good time to have a stay at home because a lot of people are going to be home for 2 weeks anyway because of Christmas and their jobs shut down.
Family stuff like Christmas.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. This is a good time for everybody to be indoors. Yeah. Enjoy your own family within your house. Like we'll enjoy our family within our household who's here, and we'll see our immediate family, and that's it. But as far as anything else, I mean, this is a good time to do a shutdown up until January. I think the timing is good for it. I'm one of those people that, I hurt from this because a lot of some of the money I make and business that I do comes from the entertainment industry and the entertainment side, which is nightlife. And if the nightlife is non-existent, then it happens. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of humanity and the economy to come back one day, like, would y'all rather have the pandemic for the next 3 years?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Yeah. If everyone, all 50 states, and I know each state has its own laws and they operate independently.
No doubt.
But if we would have did this at the onset, I feel like we would be in a much better position.
No
United
question.
States has the most deaths in the most cases.
Yep.
So we wouldn't be in this predicament if everyone just shut it down for a little while and let it start all over again, especially just like you said, because the vaccine's coming out, which brings us to my next real quick question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the vaccine?
Yeah, I'm going to get a couple of them. I'm going to get like 5 of them done. I'm going to get like 5 vaccines at one time.
Man, what the fuck are you talking about?
The vaccine, hey, it's out there. It's starting in the UK. I know the UK is already cranked up. I think the first person that got one in the UK was a 90-year-old woman. Now, let me just say this. If I'm 90 years old, by all means, give me the vaccine. I done lived my life. I've lived 90 years. Nothing that ain't hurt me in 90 years. Hey, I'm ready for the big ride, baby. So go ahead and hook me up and let me get that vaccine. But right now, at this point right now, I'm going to sit back and wait and see what happens with some of these other people. Because already some people are starting to have allergic reactions to the vaccine because of what's in it. So they're warning people about, your allergic reactions to certain medicines. When you go in the store, they're going to see the doctor. They'll ask you, do you have a reaction to this, to that, to this? And I think what's happening is they're not screening people, and then people are just getting it, and they're finding out that they're having a reaction to it.
Listen, all I know is this: I'm not getting a vaccine no time soon. I need to see what the long-term effects are, because I feel like this was rushed. I get it. Because something need to come out. I get that part. Yeah, but when you rush something, you're not giving it time to test and see the side effects people have, long-term effects, because some people could have long-term residual effects. A year from now, they could be experiencing something that you didn't know. 2 years, 3 years. We seen them commercials. What's them commercials? If you took such and such back in the day, you have a case of da 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 da.
Yeah, you got a case. Yeah, y'all know what we talking about.
I need
if
a
you
little
lost
bit
5
more.
toes, then you might have a case.
And remember the Johnson's baby powder. If you use the talc and ovarian cancer. So I know some of this stuff is going to have some sort of long term. Don't sue us.
That was on the TV commercial. Allegedly, that was a commercial we saw. That was allegedly.
Oh my God. But yeah, so no, I'm not doing that right now. So, and then my mind says like Tuskegee experiment. Remember that?
Yeah. So how long do you need to wait before you take the vaccine?
At least
3 years, 5 years. What are you doing?
Yeah, I need a little time. I don't know what the magic number is.
You're gonna be the one person walking around with COVID-19. One person in North Carolina has COVID-19.
You lying because you ain't getting it either. We stand together.
I'm about to get this. I'm about to get me. Hey man, let me get some of that vaccine.
We stand together. Anyway,
y'all got the kind you can smell or swallow. What kind you got? I got to get a shot. And the reason why I say that before we move on to our topic, it was a show that was on TV, and all I saw the dude say something about if you get a shot, it's an implant type shot. So, and it is that a chip or something? What is being put in the vaccine so they can know the count of people that has taken
some people have these conspiracy theories about, like the New World Order.
Yeah, the mark of the beast. That's
they're
not
making
this
not that. Like
okay.
The New World Order of them like controlling people, like tracking people.
Yeah.
And forcing people to get it, because I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but going forward, people who need like government assistance and WIC and food stamps, in order for them to get that, they're telling them that they have to get that. Yes. Ew. So we'll see. I don't know how true that is, but
conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
All right. So that was some great stuff.
Yeah.
So
we off the chest with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Topic
time, you guys.
All right. And just so you know, after I read the question, you're going to go first, just like we always do, and stop trying to read the question. Okay. Question. Tonight's topic
we don't
is,
have no order.
Is marriage still relevant in today's society?
Yes.
Boo.
I mean, I thought we was going to go a little bit more in depth.
I mean, we can. That's a broad topic, and we can kind of trickle out and go deeper
Is marriage
if we want
still relevant in today's society?
Do men still want to get married? Are women still like excited or think that that's like the ultimate goal to be married nowadays? Is that like the status symbol like of success? Like, boop, check mark, did that?
Yeah, I think if I had to say, it has definitely lost some of its steam from the early days of like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s.
I go back even further than that.
I think, going back, yes. But I'm talking about as the steam of it. I think people in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, it was a big deal. I think now 50s, the further we get into this new age, this 2000s, it's a lot of things that are different right now. A lot of people are open to what is it called? Open marriages. People have open relationships now, and it's more people. Like I've seen more shows where there's people that I don't think we practice polygamy here or whatever in our state, the law. But they do it here. They have one man, 2 women, or there's one woman. I don't see that too much. One woman with 2 men. You don't really see that. We don't want that
damn headache. That's why.
But you just see different things, and I think it's not as. I just see a lot of women post. I just want a good man at this point. You don't really see. I'm looking for my husband, or and then you see those got faith posts on social media. Lord, send me my husband. I know he out there. I think all women at some point want to settle down with a good man and be like, he's mine. I just think a lot of people now feel like they can do that without the title.
Yes. So to your point of back in the day, like remember way back in the day, it was customary or traditional. And of course, some people buck that tradition. But for the man to work, the women would stay home. They would be housewives. And I'm talking like 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah.
And so women looked at, that was just the dynamic of the household then. So marriage was more Like that was the aspiration, what you were supposed to do, raise the kids. But now, like, times have changed, and we don't really need men to go out into the workforce or take care of the family, because women are doing that as well. So what I'm saying is women look to men to provide and to be that stability, and they were raising. But we do that now too. So I don't think that if people are getting married now, it's not because I need my husband so he can take care of me. Some of them do.
I'm going to pump your brake on that one, because it's a lot of old school ass women out there right now that want to be at home and just be taken care of by a man, and that's what they stuck to. So
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying
it's a lot of women out there that feel that way, and
y'all, that's dumb, because let me tell you something.
It's really stupid. In this day and age, it is very stupid.
Why would you want to depend 100% on a man? Because at any point, that man can come home and be like, yeah, I want a divorce.
Yep.
Or I ain't feeling you right now.
You've seen the movies.
Like, come on. Why would you even want to put all your eggs in a basket like that and not be independent like that?
See what happened to Angela Bassett when he left her for that white. That was a good
example, right?
When he left her for that white woman. She had to go to court, fight, figure it out.
But that takes time. What you going to do in the meantime?
You know what I mean?
Like, that's
you gotta, you see what's happening to Dr. Dre. This lady left out there. Now she's trying to get half of the $850 bill. Meal, not bill.
I think the new joint said that she looking for like $4 million a month, something ridiculous.
Yeah, she wants $4 million a month. But those are the situations you get caught in, And then I know it's a lot of men out here that want women to be in that situation so they can have all the power and control the woman and stuff like that. But I don't know. I like strong women, and I like women that and I want to have a woman that if I fall all the way down, she can hold me down. Because if it's only one person in the house holding things down, then when things fall, it falls all the way down with that one person. So you don't want to have that, and I don't want to instill anything like that in my daughter, that she has to rely on a man and not be out here and do her own thing. Yeah. Now, ladies, is there some things that you just got to have a man for? Of course, you got to have us around for, all right?
Outside of sex, what?
When the plumbing
you don't really
got to go down
for that either, for real.
You kind of, it depends on what kind of action you're looking for. Okay,
if you're just looking to just get off real quick, you don't need it.
Then you don't need it. But we all know y'all like the little extras, the little pat on the ass and the pulling of the hair. Ain't no doll or vibrator gonna do that. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100.
Whatever.
Right? Ain't no vibrator gonna splash a little baby oil on you and get you going. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Ain't no gonna talk to you. Give it a little whispers in the ear.
I mean, all that can be arranged.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. So stop it.
Whatever.
And then plus two, a lot of women, you want a man around the house to do some of the physical work and the physical labor that house might need, where you don't feel like.
Is this in a marriage? Because you can just be. Some people are perfectly okay with just being with somebody, not even marrying them. Like it's us. And that's it, and we're not going to get married.
But then, then you have the people that are religious and believe that if two people are living together in a space, that you're supposed to be married to obtain that space together. So it's all about people's religions. It's all about people's religions and what they believe in. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to each his own, but I just feel like that's old school, and we have evolved so much since that was the norm.
Yeah, but then do you want to? I think how can I say it? Marriage is a business too. Yeah. So do you want to be with somebody that you haven't signed any kind of contract with, doing the things like buying houses together, getting cars together? You got all these things in your name together that then when the time comes, if something happens and somebody say, hey, I'm out, now you have this big breakdown of who's what and what's what.
But shit, that happens when you married anyway.
I know, but when you're married, you feel more comfortable making those decisions and doing those things, buying houses together or investing in things together and doing things like that. You feel safer doing that because you know that person is down for you and really with you. It's almost like a football team. You feel like that contract going to sign you to that deal, and and it just makes it more comfortable when it comes to life. When you got somebody
I hear you,
putting the ring on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, and this is just for people out there that might be looking from a different eye, and you might be saying, I don't need that. I just want a man to be in my life. But if you cool with just being boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of your life, that's fine.
Like you understand what I'm saying? Benefit,
dude.
Like the only real benefit outside of all that stuff you were saying to being married is literally the government benefit. Because everything else, technically, you can do being boyfriend and girlfriend. And when I say the governmental benefit, it's like filing your taxes together or being able to be on your spouse's insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do those things without being married.
No damn tax break. But go ahead.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, man.
Like the insurance, like being on your spouse's insurance. But outside of that stuff,
I was just thinking about the tax break we didn't get last year.
Well, that's because listen, sir.
I know. It just flashback. I heard.
That's something totally different.
You know what I'm saying?
But outside of that, you can just be together and you don't have to have a piece of paper.
Man, you can. It makes it easy for people to walk away. I mean, if you want that walk away policy where if something ain't right and you ain't feeling it, you can just walk out. And that's what you want to do.
Plus, marriage is still half of marriages end in divorce.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
That's crazy.
That's what they
people
say.
People be spending all that money on them lavish weddings and all them people.
Yeah.
And then they be getting a divorce a year later.
Yeah. Y'all got to do better.
That's what you got for them. That's your advice.
You got to do better. I mean, if you go into marriage, let me say this: if you go into marriage instinctional, like off the moment, off the cuff,
instinctional. That's not a word.
Yeah, I just made that up. Webster Dictionary. Holla at your boy. Okay. I got great stuff going on. Instinctional, going on. What's happening at the moment? Then you're gonna make bad decisions with that. People that meet in 6 months and get married, or even a year and get married. We
talked about that.
You're headed for that.
But there's some people who are still married after 20 years after meeting a month or 2 months and got married.
I don't know those. I never see those. Those statistics are not out for those. Okay,
they are.
Right now, the statistics shows. What did you just say? Say the number again.
Over half of marriages end in
divorce. Over half, Eddie. Over half the.
Who the hell is Eddie?
You remember Half Eddie when he was talking about the woman who wanted half, the zebra? You don't remember Eddie Murphy? See, she's not a real throwback Eddie Murphy fan, so that's why everybody else got that. Half Eddie, I want half. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to watch the throwback Eddie Murphy Raw. She got to see that.
Oh, I've seen it, but go ahead. Okay.
Anyway, but that whatever y'all want to do, however y'all see it, once again, it all boils down to you. But sometimes we like to try to help guide your thinking process when you're thinking about it, when you're doing it. Is marriage good? Marriage is great. It's a great moment. It's a great bond. It's a special moment. It's good stuff.
And some people get married just to say they want to get married, and then they be unhappy as hell.
Yeah,
because I can think of a couple people right now that wanted to get married so bad, and then once they got married, they're miserable.
Yeah. Marriage is a business. It's work. It's a business.
Is it
it's
work?
Love.
What kind of work is it?
Man, you got to tolerate people when you come on a podcast. They rush you and talk crazy and be just doing the most. So, that's work, But, it's all about balance and figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, knowing when you're wrong. It's all about talking.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all about
this is a whole
talking.
Different topic, but he never admits when he's wrong. So I need you to work on that.
Stop. Hold on. First off, you're not gonna play me like that because we actually got into a little something this week where and we
that was the first time he's ever.
Are you serious? Come on now.
Like all jokes aside, seriously,
come on.
Admitting to fault, he's not very good at. So when he does, it's very, very rare, and I will give him that. This week, you did admit when you were wrong.
But now,
I was very surprised.
Okay, but when it comes to keeping negative energy, we're big on not letting negative energy be around. We try to resolve to the best of the ability what we can to get it back right. Like we're not going to go
days and days.
Matter of fact, even a whole day and give each other the silent treatment because we're mad. Now, will we give each other the silent treatment for like about an hour, maybe an hour and a half? We will. But eventually we'll come back to the cuff and we'll get back right. We try to keep, because the longer you let negative energy swirl around, the next time it'll be longer, and then it'll be even longer, then even longer. Then it goes to where now somebody, I'm tired of this. They leave the house for a while. So now that leaving the house for a while turns into for 30 minutes, then that turns into an hour. Now you leave the house for days. So it grows.
I wish somebody would leave. I wish you would leave the house for days.
Hey, man, the way this podcast started, I almost got up out of here right here in the middle of the podcast.
I wish you would.
You know what I'm saying? I'm grand wishes. But anyway,
Go ahead.
Anyway, you guys, it's all on you. If you want to be married, you got to be ready to do the work. Believe that. You got to know that you want to be with that person, and you got to want to do, and you got to do the work, man. You got to want to do it, and you got to do the work.
That was your final thought?
There's no perfect person. You just got to find the person that you can tolerate the most and be with them. You know what I'm saying?
You make marriage sound so horrible.
No, I did.
Find the person you want to be with and deal with it. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, man. You got to tell everybody out there, anybody that's married right now, they like, right, because nobody's perfect.
Except me.
You got to find, y'all know I keep ignoring that. You got to find the person with the least things, baggage and BS, and that's who you work it out with. And that's it.
Is that your final word?
That's my final word. I'm sticking to it.
My final word is marriage still relevant today? I think so. I think it's still an institution that people aspire to be. I think it's something that I think it's a good institution, especially when you think about family and raising kids and things like that, like the structure of a home. But don't get it twisted. Like, you don't have to be married to raise successful kids or have a good structured home. I do feel like times have changed, and the reasons why people are getting married have changed along with the times. I believe that.
You got to be able to co-parent if you're not going to be together. Go ahead.
But no, listen. I think that'll be a dope topic for next week to talk about co-parenting. I'm super, super, super interested to hear how people co-parent.
Yeah. I want like that. That would be interesting. I definitely want to hear that.
Because that's tough when you're with somebody, or if you've had a child with somebody, you're no longer with that person anymore. Like, that's super. It's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't recommend it.
Because you already ain't together. Because you know you don't. You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But nah, I think that we can form it into a question and figure out how we gonna ask it.
We might dip in. I might be too emotional for it next week, but it's cool. I might get too turned.
It's gonna make some good content.
Might mess around, dive through the camera, be sitting in y'all living room somewhere. How did he do that? I don't even know how he did that.
But nah, let's talk about that next week.
Yeah, just let us know. But don't forget, make sure you follow us on social media. The Static Flow Podcast on Facebook, The Static Flow Podcast on Instagram and YouTube. You can check out the other 16 episodes of the Static Flow Podcast at Static Flow Podcast. You can direct message us on Instagram or Facebook. You can send us one too on Facebook. I'm trying to figure out
ideas, topics, stuff you want to hear about or talk about.
And everybody has an email, so whether you got an Instagram or not, email us a topic at staticflow@gmail.com. That's staticflow@gmail.com. You should see it on the screen. Send us your topics, something you want us to talk about, something you want us to get in touch with on the podcast. And we'll definitely down for that. We doing that, okay? Right. I am Derek.
Tika.
Hey, for Static Flow. And we will catch you guys next week. All right. So we're out.
Bye. Maybe. Don't cut my bye off.